Adam Lambert is perhaps one of the most vivid examples of success that American Idol has produced. From the moment his audition aired, his success seemed inevitable. And on some level, Adam might have known that too. That still doesn't explain just how Adam Lambert does it all. An entertainer through and through, the singer and actor has managed to carve a space out for himself in the competitive music industry with just his talent. Adam Lambert is both a diamond in the rough and one of the most interesting people you'll ever hear about. So let's take a look at what really happened to the singer from American Idol. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know I feel. Born in Indianapolis to Layla Lambert, a dental hygienist, and Ebba Lambert, a program manager, Adam was the first of two siblings. Both him and his brother Neil were raised with Layla's Jewish beliefs in San Diego, where they moved shortly after his brother's birth. A theater kid through and through, Adam started performing with the Metropolitan Educational Theater Network at a very young age. Soon, he began more intense acting and vocal coaching, and he kept performing with the Met, too. He also started performing at the Broadway-bound youth. He graduated from Mount Carmel High School in 2000, where he had become highly involved with the choir, the school's jazz band, and the theater club. He also competed in the local air bands competition, and before anyone knew, he was performing in actual local professional productions like it was no big deal. Starting out in the industry, he performed in shows like Hello Dolly, The Music Man, Grease, and Peter Pan. All of his experience with theater actually helped him familiarize himself with makeup, a skill he utilizes to this day. After high school, the only logical course of action for him was being a theater major, and that he did at California State University in Fullerton. However, even with musical theater as his major, Adam dropped out 5 weeks into his college experience to work in what he described as the real entertainment world. That was a risk he felt he had to take to get to where he is now. It's fitting that a vibrant man like Adam Lambert has a vibrant past that began well before his time on American Idol. Back when he was 19, Adam landed his first professional job with Anita Mann as a performer on a cruise ship. 10 months into this first gig, he was already signed with a manager and cast in a European tour for Hair. In 2004, he appeared in the Theater Under the Stars production of Brigadoon, and then in a Pasadena Playhouse production of 110 in the Shade. He was also Joshua in the Kodak's The Ten Commandments alongside Val Kilmer. He was booking roles left and right, and eventually that even got him the position of Fiero's understudy in the first national touring production of Wicked back in 2005, then in the Los Angeles production in 2007. Around the same time, he was also fronting an underground rock band, the Citizen Vane, with Steve Sidelnik, Monty Pittman, and Tommy Victor. Besides this, he's also done other official singing work, as a demo singer and a session musician in the past. These recordings were released in 2009 on his first album, but more on that in a second. On the 8th season of American Idol, Adam's audition of Rock With You and Bohemian Rhapsody made waves as soon as it was aired. Even now, his audition has an accumulative total of over 10 million views on the various videos of it uploaded on YouTube. Over the course of his time on the show, Adam made it increasingly clear that he very much deserved the runner-up position he was awarded, and perhaps even more. One of the most noteworthy milestones he achieved on the show was being the only recipient of a Simon Cowell-only standing ovation in the course of his decade-long run as a judge on the show. The actual winner of the season, Chris Allen, even claimed that Adam was equally deserving of the victory. Despite battling scandals during his run and having details about his personal life revealed during this time, Adam stayed strong and determined to let his talent speak for itself. He went on to perform Mad World on The Early Show and Live with Regis and Kelly. It was not long after this that he released his debut studio album, even though he was busy with the American Idol's Live Tour 2009 and all the magazine covers. For Your Entertainment ended up debuting at number 3 on the Billboard 200 and selling 198,000 copies in the US its first week. The album established Adam Lambert as a musician to look out for. What really put him on the map, though, was the album's second single, What You Want From Me, which became his highest-peaking single and one that was nominated for the Grammy Award for Best Male Pop Vocal Performance at the 53rd award ceremony. Another notable single from the era was Time for Miracles, which was the ending theme for the disaster movie 2012. He ended up performing the album at the AMAs in 2009, and while the performance did stir up some more controversy for the singer, he was ready to throw down and stand his ground. Only 2 years later, he returned to the AMAs as a presenter and was warmly received. In 2010, he also returned to American Idol to mentor other contestants. In the same year, he also started his first ever tour, the very well-reviewed Glam Nation Tour that played in the US, Asia, and Europe for around 113 shows. He released the acoustic live EP in 2011, and it too was well received by critics and the general public. Only at the beginning of his career, Adam was already being profiled for documentaries and invited to all sorts of shows. Here, though, he made a decision he's stuck to since. In November 2011, Adam Lambert joined Queen as the lead singer in place of Freddie Mercury at the MTV Europe Music Awards, though he was never officially a replacement out of respect for Freddie. He also changed his management from 19 Entertainment to Direct Management Group in August 2011 and released his second album, Trespassing, in the same year. Trespassing performed even better than his debut album, and it ended up at #1 in the Billboard 200 chart. He also returned to American Idol practically every year until 2015, basically, and went on a world tour yet again, all while headlining multiple big events both solo and with Queen. The album cemented his fame, and he won multiple awards for it. At this point in his career, Adam was practically invincible. With sold-out arenas and festivals to perform at, Adam and his band were booking gigs left and right. For a few years then, Adam went on as he was, releasing music, performing shows, living that celebrity life on his terms. He won a lot of awards and accolades, like the time he was named #1 in Forbes' yearly earnings ranking of American Idol contestants, or one of the best albums in Rolling Stone's 10 Best Albums of 2015 Readers' Poll. He also started parenting up with famous brands for endorsements and brand deals. In 2016, he partnered up with Macy, INC, International Concepts, and even Oreo, to list a few just that year. He performed with his band in the 2016 Formula One Singapore Grand Prix, and was even a judge on RuPaul's Drag Race, X Factor, and American Idol during this time. He released his third studio album, The Original High, in 2016 to very positive reviews. He's also gone back to his acting roots since his career took off and starred in the television remake of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Guest starred in pop culture hits like Pretty Little Liars and Glee. In 2019, he voiced a character and sung a few songs for Playmobil, the movie, and he released another song earlier this year. He called Feel Something a gift to fans and an introduction before the launch of a new era prior to his official first single. He explained that the song emerged from a dark period of second-guessing, compromise, and disillusionment. While Adam had clearly been battling some personal demons, his professional career continued to thrive. On February 24, 2019, Queen was the first rock band to open the Oscars with an explosive performance of 2 classic Queen songs that had a standing ovation. The group also decided to make a 2-hour documentary, The Show Must Go On, the Queen plus Adam Lambert story. In 2020, he released another album, Velvet, the singles of which he had started releasing the year prior. He also released a short film to support the album, which was received pretty well. He even returned to American Idol in 2019 once more to perform a duet with a contestant. He's also big on philanthropy, and in his long career he's made sure to participate in many charities and fundraisers for humanitarian causes. He also released his first ever album with Queen, titled Queen plus Adam Lambert Live Around the World in 2020. This also meant touring with the band yet again, and he does not seem to have any plans to stop touring with them. Which brings us to now. Adam Lambert's determination to leave his mark on the entertainment industry is inspiring. And even though we're sure he's more than achieved his goal, he does not seem like he wants to put his instruments down anytime soon. In fact, he even released a 5th album in 2023. High Drama was a collection of covers that debuted at number 5 on the UK official charts. He's officially acclimatized to his theatre roots at this point and feels comfortable switching between being in a band, a terrific solo act, and a musical theatre actor whenever the need arises. Perhaps what's most impressive about recapping his journey is the fact that he's achieved so much since his time on American Idol that it's hard to fit it all in one video. And with the pace at which his ambitions keep growing, we have no choice but to accept more content from the entertainer whenever it drops.